Jeopardy! Host Ken Jennings was astonished as all three contestants missed a grade school-level clue on Tuesday. The host dished out a quip for the books when no one could name the seventh letter in the alphabet. Two-day champ Sean McShane faced Ellen McRae, a realtor from Virginia, and Brett Meyer, a writer from Los Angeles, California. During the Double Jeopardy round under the category You Get Letters for $400, the lowest dollar amount, Ken, 48, read the seemingly simple clue. You get an adjacent letter if you don't know it's the seventh letter in the English alphabet. All three players, including Ellen, who ironically revealed she had skipped a grade, stared at the board without buzzing in. Ken was stunned and a huge smirk emerged as he schooled the best and brightest for not knowing their ABCs. He hilariously shaded after the long pause, "Oh, you couldn't count in time, you get an F." He then added, "It's G in fact," as the crowd laughed. Most baffling miss ever? Jeopardy! Fans flooded Reddit in shambles as one viewer wrote, "That has gotta be really high up there on most baffling misses ever." I can see some level of confusion with the adjacent letter wording in the clue, but still, not even a single buzz? Another defended the brainiacs were, probably confused by the clever writing. I definitely felt that this was a buzz first, then figure it out clue. Surprised nobody even tried. A third wondered, maybe the contestants were overthinking? As a fourth wrote, yeah, it'd be one thing if it was asking for the 19th letter of the alphabet or something. But 7th? Come on, just buzz in and count it on your fingers. Jeopardy! Curse lifted. Sean, a non-profit membership associate originally from West Islip, New York, won with $32,000 total, and a two-day total of $53,000. By Final Jeopardy, he had scored his second runaway game in a row, meaning his score was so high that no one could catch him. Viewers could finally exhale as no one has won 2 games in a week, which is the longest carousel of one-day winners since 2018. Super champion and fan favorite Chris Ponula lost on Tuesday after 21 wins and a winnings total of $748,000. Since then, no one has won twice, and there seemed to be a Jeopardy! Drought as a result. One fan claimed on Reddit, "So, longest no-repeat champion run after a super champ since Seth Wilson in 2018, and if Sean doesn't win tomorrow, it will be the longest other than after Arthur Chu was defeated in 2014. Another agreed, "I have to say I've missed Chris. I'm not crazy about a one-night wonder situation." Luckily Sean did win, as a third fan celebrated, "I think Sean may be a new megastar. Go Sean." Another wrote after tonight, "Me too. I love to root for someone." Sean certainly came out swinging in his first game when he slammed his hometown of Long Island, New York as not worth visiting. Super champ Chris lost to Andy Terrell, a political science and international relations professor from San Diego, California, who then went on to lose the following night. More one-day champs to follow. Those who have won more games than Chris in Jeopardy! History are Ken, 74 games, Amy Schneider, 40 games, Matt Amodio, 38 games, James Holzhauer, 32 games, and Mattea Roach, 23 games. He has won more money than Mattea, thus putting him 5th on the earnings leaderboard. He will return for the 2023 Tournament of Champions. Ken and mayim Bialik, 47, were announced as the permanent replacements for the late, great Alex Trebek, who left huge shoes to fill after he passed away in 2020 at age 80. Mayim is switching in for Ken in January and is set to host their first ever high school reunion tournament airing in February. The primetime spin-off Celebrity Jeopardy is also resuming in the new year, so Mayim will be hosting that special on Thursdays as well as the regularly airing show. It was a night to remember for Jeopardy! Fans, though perhaps not for the right reasons. The usually composed and quick-witted Ken Jennings found himself in an unusual state of disbelief during a recent episode of the beloved quiz show. The longtime host, who's known for his clever remarks and encyclopedic knowledge, couldn't help but mock, albeit lightheartedly, all three contestants after they failed to answer what he deemed an elementary school-level question. The question that stumped America. The moment unfolded during the second round of Double Jeopardy under the category Back to Basics. With the board nearly cleared, contestant Ben, a high school teacher from Ohio, selected the $400 clue. Jennings read it aloud with his usual charisma. "This is the liquid state of H2O. There was a moment of silence. A long, awkward pause filled the studio. Contestants exchanged uncertain glances. One buzzed in, Sarah, a software developer from Seattle. What is steam?" A loud buzzer. Incorrect. Then came Jeff, a bar trivia enthusiast from Brooklyn. He hesitated but buzzed in. What is ice? Another buzz. Wrong again. Ben, the teacher, didn't buzz in at all. The clock ran out. Jennings blinked, then stared blankly into the camera with a deadpan expression. What is water? He finally said, dragging out the word as if breaking it into phonetic syllables. The liquid state of H2O. Is water. You know, the thing in your water bottle. Laughter erupted from the audience. Ken Jennings can't hold back. Normally diplomatic and encouraging, Jennings this time couldn't resist. He looked back at the contestants with mock seriousness. Are we sure this isn't Jeopardy? For goldfish? Should I be handing out juice boxes after the show? The crowd roared. The contestants chuckled nervously. Folks, this was third-grade science, Jennings continued, now visibly amused. Or maybe second, depending on the curriculum. Ben, still stunned, attempted to explain. I didn't want to risk it, he muttered. Ken leaned forward over his podium. Ben, you teach high school. Please tell me your students aren't watching this. That jab drew gasps and laughter, including from Ben, who mockingly sank into his podium. The internet explodes. As soon as the moment aired, social media went wild. Within minutes, clips of the embarrassing blunder, and Ken's sarcastic takedown, were trending on X, formerly Twitter. Ken Jennings just dragged all three contestants to kindergarten and back, smiley face emoji, smiley face emoji, smiley face emoji, one viewer wrote. I swear I heard him say liquid water in slow motion. He was done with humanity, another posted. Even the official Jeopardy! Account joined in on the fun, tweeting. Water. Just. Water, droplet emoji, hashtag Ken is done. Not the first time. While rare, Jennings has occasionally shown his sharper wit when contestants fumble easy questions. Longtime fans recall an earlier episode when a contestant confused Picasso with Shakespeare, prompting Ken to comment. Close, only separated by, 300 years and completely different professions. But this time felt different. Ken didn't just tease, he seemed genuinely baffled. Some fans theorized he may have been extra salty after a long taping day. Others simply chalked it up to the absurdity of the moment. Contestants react. After the show, the trio of contestants appeared in a short behind-the-scenes clip on the Jeopardy! YouTube channel, where they addressed the viral moment. It was just one of those brain freezes, Sarah explained. I knew it, but my mind went to steam for some reason. I mean, steam is hot water, right? Jeff laughed at himself. I thought ice was safe because at least it's still H2O. Just, frozen. But yeah. Dumb moment. Ben added. As a teacher, I've already pre-written my apology letter to my students. Ken Jennings responds on social media. The next day, Jennings himself took to X with a gif of a confused cat pawing at a water bowl and the caption. Still trying to figure out where the water went last night, droplet emoji, happy cat face emoji, hashtag Jeopardy! In a later post, he followed up with a tongue-in-cheek suggestion. Thinking of starting a new category, things found in the sink. Should be worth a full daily double. Fans weigh in. While the moment was hilarious for viewers, not everyone saw it as just a joke. Some fans expressed concern that Jeopardy! Was getting too difficult in general, making the contrast with this easy question all the more jarring. To be fair, most clues require knowing 5 different Shakespeare plays, but we all forget water when it's easy. The mind is weird, one fan defended the contestants. Others called it one of the funniest moments in recent Jeopardy! History. Ken is slowly turning into the roast king of game shows, a Reddit user noted. Can we get him a Comedy Central special already? A teachable moment. Despite the embarrassment, Jennings ended the episode on a gracious note. In all seriousness, he said as the final buzzer rang, Jeopardy! Is tough, sometimes the simple questions are the ones that trip us up the most. You're all great sports. He even added a wink. And hey, at least we all know what to hydrate with now. The episode closed with the final Jeopardy! Category being world capitals. None of the contestants got the final clue correct either, though at least this time, it wasn't water. In the end, the moment served as a hilarious reminder that even the smartest minds can have lapses, and that Ken Jennings, despite his polished TV host veneer, still has the quick wit of a stand-up comic. As one fan summed it up perfectly. 3 brilliant contestants. 1 puddle of water. Infinite entertainment. Thank you, Ken.